Devs, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I have absolutely no plan. Just gonna do just a little vlog, kind of day in the life, so feel free to come hang out. I decided like an hour ago that I was just gonna start kind of just filming like whatever, just go about my day and just kind of film whatever. So that's what this that's what this video is gonna be. I've really just been doing a few things here and there around the apartment, obviously working on the app. So this is something that I can kind of showcase and just kind of go over the progress that I have on this so far. Oh yeah, it's coming together. Still don't really know what I'm doing, but hey, I've got Copilot, I've got the documentation, and this is how you learn stuff, right? So you gotta just build in public, because you don't know what you don't know until you try to tackle something, right? So that's something I can showcase and just kind of go from there. But hey, if you're new here, I'm Derek. I'm a senior front-end engineer who works in the gaming industry based here in Los Angeles. I typically make videos about JavaScript, tech. I want to do a little bit more gaming going forward, and basically just what it's like to work in gaming and a little bit of lifestyle. So if that interests you and you're a dev and that's your thing, consider subscribing. But I am going to continue working on the app here for just a little bit, make some lunch, and then just check in later. So come hang out. Okay, so progress report on the app. I've of course got VS Code open over here and then my design for reference, but here in the center is my browser window and here is the app. Design, app, design, app. Pretty spot on if you ask me, but I'll actually share my screen so this is a little clearer. All right, so the app, here it is. Let me just bring in the design here. Just as a quick refresher, this is the home screen. Zoom out there, so there you get basically a good idea, bird's eye view of everything. But here is the home screen of the design, and this is the build that I have so far. So I think it's looking pretty good thus far. But you can see here I've got all the routes set up. These are all blank for the time being. I'm just on the all entries page, which is technically the home page. And this header portion here, this header component, I know that this should be on every route. That is something that I have to break out and add to the rest of the routes, because that's the whole point of these frameworks, right? Is componentization. So that's a piece I need to work on. But so far, none of this works. Like the filtering doesn't do anything, and the categories don't really do anything. This is all just static and styled out for the time being. But if I go to coffee shops, you see I've got my coffee shops route here up in the URL. And that is one important thing I have learned about Next.js, is the importance of file naming. So we've got our coffee shops folder here, bars, lounges, restaurants, and that all lives within the app folder. And those are your routes. So whatever you name these bad boys in localhost 3000 / whatever that is going to be your route. So just focusing on the all entries for now. And if I open this guy, you can see it, we have our first, static hard-coded entry. It's not styled or anything like that, but back to the design over here, the idea is that these are just going to be like drop downs, sort of an accordion style to open and expand. And speaking of accordions in website and application development, just a pro tip for you all if you did not know this. I'll close this. If I inspect entries, if you ever want an expandable section or div or accordion style like this in your design or your app or whatever you're building, HTML has a native element baked into the language that can now handle this. This is newer to me. I learned this just maybe 2 years ago, and that's the details element here. So if I open that up, it has a summary, which is just going to be your heading with your marker. The marker is this little arrow icon here. I just have this styled a particular way. Got our H2 in there, which says entries. But then below summary, you can basically put in there whatever you want. I've got a div and an unordered list to handle the entry body here. And this open and closes to reveal whatever you want to put inside of it natively within HTML. There is no jQuery, there is no JavaScript, There's no creating a div and then like listening for a click event and then using some CSS3 animation to expand it and reveal the stuff that you want to reveal. This comes native baked into HTML. And what's great about it is that if I click entries to open it, we get this native hook. We get this open attribute that is appended to the details tag. So it's not a class or an ID or anything like that. It is just an attribute. And this can sort of be your hook to style this however you want when it's open. So just pro tip for you guys. You want to build a section that reveals something, or an accordion style section, just use the details in summary tag in HTML. Baked right into the language. You don't have to do anything else. There's no JavaScript. It just works. But yeah, this is what I've got so far. Like I've been saying, slow progress is still progress, but I think this is a pretty good start. And just one more thing I wanted to note, you'll see in the design here, I just used circles for the iconography, but I actually have actual icons here in the app. And this is an icon set called Lucide. I'm actually not sure how to say that, but this is a great icon set. Super quick install. You can see it's compatible with basically everything here. And I'll just go to the icon library. You can see they have everything. Just a ton of icons to choose from, just thousands and thousands. And you can filter to search right up there. So yeah, Lucide, highly recommend that. All right, y'all, just commencing the evening come down here and just winding things down before I decide to clock out for the day. And in case anybody's wondering, no, I did not get a W in Apex Legends. Lobbies were pretty sweaty tonight, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also just not that good. There's just something about the movement in Apex that I just can't get down. I don't know if it's my controller settings or what, but my aim is absolutely trash in that game. I'm just gonna keep it real. But speaking of gaming, like mentioned earlier in the video, I'd like to put a little bit more emphasis on that and do some more gaming focused content. Not like streaming or anything like that, but just what working in the gaming industry is like. I think that would be fun to talk about. Obviously, I want to keep things dev and tech focused on the channel, but I also want to branch out into more of my other interests and hobbies. Still plan on building in public, doing the vlogs, and doing more talking head stuff when I actually sit down and take the time to write something. But hey, just keep your eyes peeled out for more of that. As always, I appreciate y'all watching. If you enjoyed this and would like to see more, consider subscribing. Also be sure to click event that like button. But that's going to do it for this one, devs. I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.